Welcome back for another video. This one I'm gonna show my vinyl purchases, my latest vinyl purchases here. So I'll start with the first one. I'm pretty sure I got this back in January. These are all jazz titles so for those of you who don't like jazz, stop the video now. Or if you're just getting into it, this would be great. Some great titles to buy. This is the 2020 Tone Poet edition of Donald Byrd's Bird in Flight. Beautiful gatefold edition here. We'll take it out of the shrink. We'll show the beautiful laminated cover. Tip-on Stoughton jacket. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Here is the session. I think these are session photography photos here, or yeah, session photography maybe. I know the Hank Mobley is from his album Workout. That picture's from that session, but beautiful stuff here. I think I mentioned it. Yes, this is the stereo copy. The album was originally released in mono, then later I believe in stereo. Let's see here if it tells me when. Yep, this was released originally in 1960. And I do have a CD copy of this album that I will be comparing this to. But just beautiful cover, beautiful, very beautiful cover. John Coltrane's Lush Life, and I did miss the boat on the craft recordings one step. I wouldn't even pay $100 for a record anymore unless it was like a box set or something. So way out of my price range and what I'm willing to pay these days. But this is an OJC edition. Not sure when this was made and released. Let's see here, OJC 1 thing. It is digitally sourced, but it does sound pretty good despite the fact. John Coltrane, My Favorite Things. This is the ORG 45 RPM 2-disc vinyl edition. Pressed at Palace in Germany on 180 gram virgin vinyl. This is the Bernie Grundman cut. As you can see there, it says there. Mastered by Bernie Grundman from the original analog tapes. So the Rhino edition of this record was also, let's see if we can fix this. But the Rhino edition of this album was also cut from the same master made by Bernie. So they sound the same. There's no difference whatsoever in it. So you got track listing there and liner notes, which I haven't read, but the older CD copies of this album have the same backing. But original album tracks are My Favorite Things and Every Time We Say Goodbye, Summertime, and But Not For Me. Gives you some more information as to how they made this audiophile remaster, which sounds fantastic, by the way. It's on, oh yes, 2 records at 45 RPMs, and I was eyeballing the Rhino edition of this album, but the seller wanted way too much. I sent them an offer, they declined and actually bumped up the price, so I just pretty much backed off and just thought, oh, I'll just find another edition, which I'm glad I found this version for far less, and it was the cheapest version. And I'll do a comparison between this and an older CD version of the album, which both sound fantastic, by the way. So this is the version to get, ORG edition. I do want to get more ORG editions of some albums, so I'm not going to stop buying vinyl, but I have slowed down quite a bit lately. The last two, we have Blue Note's classic series here, Hank Mobley's Soul Station. Excellent cover. This is how the current CD and print looks. This is the photo that they use, the same photo, a touched up photo. but mastered from the original analog tapes by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, manufactured at Optimal, on 180 gram vinyl. I have not listened to this, but I did open it to inspect it, and it looks fine. No gatefold here, and it's a thin album jacket, but you get original album tracks, and I also have the classic records edition of this album as well. I forget if that's 45 or 33. I believe it's 33 RPMs. Mona by Art Blakey, another Blue Note classic. Once again mastered by the great Kevin Gray on 180 gram vinyl. Open this guy to inspect him. Did not play it, but when I do, I will compare it to the 1999 Rudy Van Gelder CD remaster, which sounds okay. Once again, original album tracks here. This probably sounds great from what I've heard. Reviews on all the classic series albums all sound great. I mean, Kevin Gray always does a great job. He's done stuff for Blue Note, of course, in the past. Classic Records, I believe. DCC Compact Classics, along with Steve Hoffman. They work side by side, and I think Steve really taught him a lot of great things in the mastering world. Who else has he done stuff for? Oh, Analog Productions. Yeah, but I will be buying more of these albums in the Blue Note Classic series. I have a few titles that I'm interested in. Those that haven't been released yet this year, but are coming. So you will see more of these. I probably just pick up those two releases regardless. I have them both on CD. So yeah, but that's all the vinyl pickups for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to make a note. I will not be talking about price with these records anymore. If you question me about them, I'm not going to answer because I don't want to get into it with people. Some people seem to think that in-store prices right now for like audiophile records that are out of print, are the regular going rate for these records, and they're not. Some record stores are using eBay as a price guide, which I've heard of them doing that for years, and it's just not the right thing to do, and it rips people off and makes people mad in the music collecting community. So I won't be answering those questions because I just simply don't keep up with what I pay for these. I don't keep records. I mean, I do have them on, prices that I pay for these on websites, but once the listings go away, I don't have that information anymore. So it's just one more thing I don't want to keep up with, guys. I'm sorry. I enjoy talking about these records, conversing with people on YouTube and whatnot, but I just don't want to get into the weeds about pricing on these records. To me, it's all about enjoying the album and the fidelity and the quality, just the whole package. I don't want to do all that extra stuff. So there you go. So thank you again for watching and subscribing. More content coming soon.